So last Saturday, my cousin Jake invited us all over for what he called a mystery dinner. Now, Jake's always had a flair for the dramatic. He once organized a ninja-themed picnic but forgot the food, so we ended up munching on invisible sandwiches while practicing our stealth moves in the park. Naturally, we were intrigued by the prospect of a dinner where each dish represented one of his past relationships. It was either going to be a culinary masterpiece or a complete train wreck. We gathered around his dining table, which was decorated with ominous question marks and a single, flickering candle that looked like it had been stolen from a horror movie set. The first course was a soup called cold shoulder bisque, which we assumed was inspired by his high school sweetheart who, rumor has it, dumped him by text right before prom. The soup was actually ice-cold tomato with chunks of cucumber floating aimlessly. As we sipped, Jake regaled us with tales of how she would ignore his calls, leaving him in a perpetual state of chilled anticipation, hence the soup. We moved on to the main course, flame of the week barbecue ribs, a nod to his college girlfriend who was notorious for her short attention span and even shorter tempers. The ribs were surprisingly spicy, and while we wiped our brows, Jake recounted how she once broke up with him 3 times in 1 week. By the time we reached dessert, a dish ominously named Sticky Situation Pudding, we were all curious about what sticky situation Jake had gotten himself into this time. The pudding appeared to be a thick, gooey mess of caramel and chocolate, and Jake warned us that it might be difficult to swallow, both literally and figuratively. He explained it was inspired by his most recent relationship, which, judging by the pudding, was a sweet yet overwhelmingly complicated affair. The dessert was so sticky that we spent more time trying to peel it off our spoons than actually eating it. As we sat there laughing, Jake, with a sly grin, revealed that the pudding was indeed a metaphor for his love life. "It's a sticky situation," he said, "because no matter how messy it gets, I can't seem to let it go." We all groaned at the pun, but truth be told, it was the perfect ending to a dinner that was as bizarre as it was memorable. As we left, I couldn't help but think that perhaps Jake's love life could use a bit more savory and a lot less sticky.